3 a.m. on a restless night in 2024, Jackie went live on Instagram, and the world stopped. No makeup, no filter, just a woman with tears streaming and a fire burning in her eyes. She wasn't there to pray or preach. She was there to expose a truth that would shatter David Mann's legacy. A web of manipulation, betrayal, and secrets spilled out in front of millions, and the gospel community hasn't been the same since. This isn't just a story, it's a war for the truth, and Jackie's leading the charge. Stay with me, because these secrets are about to unravel in ways you won't believe. David Mann was more than a preacher, he was a phenomenon. Born in a small Texas town, he started singing in dusty church basements, his voice raw and soulful, pulling crowds like a magnet. By the 2000s, he was a gospel music titan, headlining festivals, filling arenas, and starring in TV specials with his wife, Tamela Mann, a gospel legend whose voice could make you feel heaven itself. Together, they built a dynasty, the Mann Family Ministry, a brand of faith, redemption, and music that raked in millions. Their tours sold out, their albums topped charts, and their reality show painted them as the perfect Christian family. Dr. Jackie entered the picture in 2015, a rising star handpicked by David. She was a preacher with a velvet voice, leading worship at their events, sharing stages, and preaching sermons that left audiences in tears. To fans, she was the future of gospel, a woman who embodied grace and grit. But behind the scenes, things weren't so divine. Whispers followed David, quiet at first, about how he controlled his inner circle. Assistants quit without warning. Singers left tours abruptly. Some said it was the price of fame. Others hinted at something darker, a man who demanded loyalty at any cost. Jackie believed she was part of a holy mission, but she was about to learn the truth. But one night, the truth broke free. It was 3 a.m. and the world was asleep, until Dr. Jackie's Instagram Live lit up screens. She sat in a dimly lit room, no glam, just frizzy hair and red eyes from crying. "I've been quiet for too long," she said, her voice trembling but fierce. Then came the bombshell that stopped hearts. David chalked it up to nerves, but she was shaking. David Mann, the gospel king, had used her like a pawn in a twisted game. "He told me to play a broken woman, to cry on cue, to sell a fake redemption story for the cameras," she said. "He promised me fame, a place in his empire, if I played along." The live chat froze, then exploded with fire emojis and gasps. Jackie didn't flinch. She pointed her phone at a laptop screen, revealing a folder labeled David's Secrets. She clicked, and the evidence poured out. Emails where David allegedly scripted her sermons, voicemails pushing her to stick to the plan, a text that read, "Keep your mouth shut, or Tamela will know everything." The gospel world wasn't ready for this. And then the internet caught fire. Jackie's hands shook as she opened the folder. A hotel receipt flashed on screen. Dallas 2022, booked under D. Marshall, with charges for champagne and dinner for two. David had told his team he was at a prayer retreat that night. A blurry video followed, David's voice clear in a dark corner. "If Tamela finds out, we're done. Play the role, Jackie." The chat went wild, thousands of messages a second. "No way! We believe you, Jackie." A voicemail played next, David's tone icy. "You step out of line and everything you love burns." Jackie's voice cracked. "I let them call me a Jezebel, a homewrecker to protect his lies." She showed a text exchange, David pushing her to stage a tearful apology at a concert, promising her a bonus for selling it. Whispers swirled online, unverified but loud. Was this a one-time scheme or part of a bigger game? Some fans called it a setup, others saw truth in Jackie's tears. Gospel churches buzzed. Pastors scrambled to respond, and social media split down the middle. This wasn't just drama, it was a reckoning, but another voice was ready to speak. As the live stream hit 2 million views, a new request popped up. Tamela Mann's niece, a young woman with swollen eyes and a shaky voice, joined the call. "I heard him," she said, her words a sledgehammer. Backstage at a 2023 concert, David told Jackie, "Get it together or you're next." "I was there, hidden in the wings." He didn't know. The chat erupted. "We stand with Jackie" trended globally. The niece added, "He scared her, made her feel small. I heard him say, 'Nobody will believe you over me.'" Online, the buzz grew wild. Unverified posts on X claimed other singers and assistants had similar stories. Promises of fame, threats of ruin. Nothing was confirmed, but the whispers painted a picture of a man who ruled by fear. Gospel blogs clipped the live stream, and old videos of David's sermons surfaced, his jokes about control now chilling. Fans posted, "We missed the signs." The Mann empire trembled as churches pulled support. Yet the fallout was just beginning. By sunrise, the internet was ablaze. Hashtags like David Mann exposed and I am not a pawn dominated X, TikTok, and beyond. Gospel streaming platforms quietly removed Mann family reruns, citing technical issues. A major tour stop in Atlanta was canceled, with vague excuses about logistics. Fans weren't fooled. On X, stories poured in, unverified tales of gospel artists pressured to play roles, silence their pain, or face exile. Churches once loyal to David issued statements of prayerful reflection. Gospel stars stayed quiet, but their silence spoke volumes. Old clips of David preaching about keeping your house in order felt like veiled threats now. The community was raw, torn between defending a legend and demanding truth. Whispers grew louder. Some said David's schemes went beyond Jackie, involving promoters and record labels in a web of control. Nothing was proven, but the gospel world's trust was cracking like glass. But Jackie wasn't done exposing the truth. Jackie's voice grew steady, her tears replaced by fire. "I never wanted to go here," she said, opening a folder labeled Tamela. Emails appeared, allegedly between David and a media fixer. One line burned into the screen. "Her health concerns are our leverage. Sympathy keeps her quiet." Jackie choked up. "I thought I was protecting Tamela. I didn't know he'd use her health against her." A screenshot followed. A $50,000 wire transfer to Jackie labeled PR script bonus. It wasn't a gift. It was payment for a fake redemption story, tears staged for cameras. Then a new audio clip, grainy but chilling. David's voice, "You play the broken woman, Jackie. The crowd eats it up and we all get paid." The chat exploded. "They lied to us." The church funded this? Rumors swirled online. Unverified claims of a gospel industry racket, where artists were paid to play roles, silenced with cash or threats. Jackie stared at the camera. "I'm not his pawn anymore. I'm free." And then, Tamela made her choice. The next morning, Jackie strode into a Dallas courthouse, cream blazer sharp, sunglasses hiding her pain. She was suing David Mann for coercion, emotional manipulation, and defamation. Reporters swarmed, but Tamela Mann stole the spotlight. She walked past David, her husband of decades, and sat beside Jackie. The courtroom held its breath. Tamela's statement was brief but seismic. "I don't know this man anymore. I'm done protecting him." David's face was pale, his hands shaking, his lawyers whispering frantically. Court documents revealed NDAs, contracts, and emails showing David scripted Jackie's every word, even her public apologies. Then, a former backup singer came forward, claiming David promised her a record deal but threatened her career when she questioned him. Two more women, assistants from past tours, shared similar stories. Whispers online grew. Could this be a pattern across the gospel world? Hashtags like "I am not a pawn" trended globally, sparking a movement. Women in gospel and beyond began sharing stories of manipulation by powerful men. But this was bigger than one scandal. Dr. Jackie didn't just speak. She dismantled a kingdom of lies. David Mann, once untouchable, watched his gospel empire crumble. His music, his sermons, his charm, all exposed as tools of control. Tamela's stand, the lawsuit, the voices rising from the shadows. They proved the truth can't stay buried. The gospel community's reeling, asking hard questions. Who can we trust? How deep does this go? Will more women step forward? Will David fight back or vanish into the wreckage? Jackie's live stream sparked a fire that's still burning. And the gospel music world may never recover. Her pain, her courage, her receipts, they've changed the game. If this hit your heart, if you've ever felt silenced or used, drop a comment below. Hit subscribe, because the receipts keep coming. More voices are rising. And this scandal could shake the entire gospel industry to its core. The truth is out, and it's only the beginning.